In front of you is Facilitator Dorrington. Today, we want to learn about the properties of a rectangle that will help from grade 4 to grade 9. So this one now will help you understand more about the rectangle and so on. So before we start, I'd like us to subscribe, like, and share the information that you are learning here so that it can be helpful to you and other people who are watching us. Thank you. Now, before we begin, we want to know what is a rectangle. As you can see here, we are having the rectangle with the long side here, which is the length, and they also having the width. So the rectangle has been cut into two. The lines that are cutting onto that are dividing this given rectangle into two. You can see we're having a triangle, two different triangles. It is known as the diagonals. Now, on to the properties of a rectangle. Number one, all the angles are 90 degrees, therefore the right angle triangle. All the angles are 90 degrees. As you can see at the corner of this given rectangle, it is creating something known as L or 7 upside down. This shows that it is 90 degrees. And if we sum up, so here is 90 degrees, there is 90 degrees, here is 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So the sum of all the interior angles, the angles here inside the given rectangle are interior angles. So if we add all of them, they are giving you 360 degrees. The second property, the opposite sides are equal. So if you can see, the width is equal to the width, and the length are also equal to the length. Then the third point, the diagonals are equal and bisect each other. So if you can see, the same length that you're having here, the same length of the diagonal that you're having here. So they bisect each other. So they're dividing each other at a given point, known as the center. Then we're having the fourth point whereby the opposite sides are parallel. The opposite sides are parallel, so you can see them, they do not meet. They are heading that direction. The width is going to this direction, whereby the length are going to different direction, whereby they don't come into contact. That's why we say they are parallel. Then four of the sides and four, it has four sides and four vertices. So if you can see, we are having first vertex, second, fourth. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So those are the vertices and the sides. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is some of the properties of rectangle. Yeah. Okay, from what you're having, these are the properties of a rectangle. The rectangle, for us to form the rectangle, we have to have the longer length and the shorter length, whereby the longer length is the length, then the shorter one is known as the width. So, when we bisect the rectangle into two, when we bisect this given rectangle to two, it will form triangle on this other side and another triangle on the other side. So in short, what is bisecting or dividing the rectangle into two? It is known as the diagonal. Now let us come to the first property. Property number one. All the angles are 90 degrees, therefore they are right angle triangle. If you look at each and every corner of the triangle, it is creating something that is known as 7 or L. So this 7 makes it to be 90 degrees. In addition to that, you can say the sum of the interior angles, it is 360 degrees. What do I mean by that? If you add 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90, it is giving us 360 degrees. Therefore, the sum of all the interior angles, it is 360 degrees. And by the way, sum means adding or addition. Second point, the opposite sides are equal. This length is equal to that length, so they are opposite. This length and that side, they are opposite sides, they are equal, and the width and the width this side, the opposite sides are equal. Come to the third one, the diagonals are equal and bisect each other. You can see the diagonals here, the same length from this point to that point is the same length from this far end to this given far end. Therefore, the diagonal length are the same and they are bisecting each other, meaning they are crossing each other at a given point, central point here known as point 0 or point O. So when they bisect each other, that shows that they are crossing each other. The fourth point whereby the opposite sides are parallel. If you can see, parallel means they are lines that cannot meet, they do not meet. Therefore, when they move in this given direction, there is no point whereby they will come into contact. So the length, this length and that length, when they move this direction, so it shows that it is parallel. When the width are moving upwards, then it shows that they are parallel. So they are not meeting at any point. Last one, it has four sides whereby we are having 1, 2, 3, 4. And it has four vertices whereby the point whereby there is this length and width are meeting. The vertices we are having 1, 2, 3, and 4. So after learning this, I think it is high time for you, the viewer, to take your time, go through the properties, like it, and also share with others in a way so that we can help a friend to help a friend so that we can grow mathematically and knowledge-wise. Thank you. So in addition also, I would like to give you some questions that you can do without checking anywhere. Kindly go take a paper, just write some of the properties that you have learned without checking. Then after that, you can go and review as the best way of reviewing what you have done. So if you do that on regular basis, then you find yourself just mastering each and everything that you just talked about. Thank you. Now, on to the next thing here. We want to talk about the perimeter of a rectangle. The perimeter of a rectangle. Here we have to begin. I'm going to work it out in primary level, the grade 4, 5 level, and also going to handle it at a higher level. So I just want us to begin on this. So the long length here, this distance from, you can give it going to direct the perimeter of a rectangle. What about the perimeter? So first of all, you have to look at this given rectangle and see what are we having here. So from A to B, we call it as the length. From B to C, we call it as the width. From C to D, we call it as the length. And from D to A, we call it as the width. So that's why we are talking that the properties, the opposite sides are equal or are the same, whereby the length also are the same, but they do not meet at any point. Now, what is perimeter? Perimeter is distance around a given figure. So perimeter, let's say this is a distance around a given figure. So what do I mean by this? If I move from A to B, then from B to C, then from C to D, back from D to my starting point A, that is the distance around a given figure, or going around a given figure. That is the perimeter that I'm talking about. So how do we work it out when we're trying to find the perimeter, right? So when you're using, let's say for instance, I'm handling the grade 4, so I'll say perimeter is equals to length plus width plus length plus width. In simple abbreviations, you can say L plus W plus L plus W. So the L here represents the length, the W here represents the width, the L here represents the length. Perimeter of the rectangle that you're having here, it is length plus width plus length plus width, which L represents the length of this length that you're having here, with the W represent the width, L represent the length, and plus width that you're having there. So if you sum up everything, then you'll end up getting what you're having. So this procedure you can only use for grade 4, or if you feel like that one that suits you best, you can just still follow this one. Now, come to the one that you're supposed to use. The second solution. So we can say perimeter is equals to is equals to 2 in bracket length plus width. So or we can abbreviate by saying P is equals to 2 into length plus width. So it means what is out multiplies what is in the bracket. Or in short, you can still say or you can say perimeter is equals to 2 times length. We put in bracket plus 2 times width. Put them into bracket. Then after multiplying what you're having there, then you find the sum. Also, we can use a different formula whereby you can still say P is equals to 2L plus 2W, which is 2 width. So all of these You can use them to calculate anything to do with perimeter. So the one that you feel it is better with you, you can work it out. Now, we can try one using the first one. So you'll say perimeter is equals to 2 in bracket length width plus. So and B here, this one is our length, it is 4, so it is 2. So it is 2, close the bracket. So P 2 times 4 is 8, so you write 8 plus 2 times 2, it is 4, so it is 4 meters. Then you find the sum of all the meters that are there. So the meter will give us 8 plus 4 will give us 12 meters. 12 meters. So that means that it's a distance around that given figure. Or when you're using the grade 4 way or a lower class level, so we go around the given figure. So you can say perimeter is equals to length plus width plus length plus width. Whereby when here is 4, then it's 4, but you say the property of the opposite sides are the same. So if here is 2, the width is 2, this side also here is 2 meters, there is 4 meters. So we are going to give it A, B, C, and D. So from A to B, it is the length, it is 4 meters plus width, that is 2 meters plus length, that is 4 meters plus width, that is 2 meters. So when you sum up everything, when you sum up 4 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 2 is 12. So you end up having 12 meters. So also you can have time and try this at your pen, find the perimeter of the figure below. So the figure looks like this. A rectangle looks like that with let's give it 6 centimeter. Let's give this side maybe 3 centimeter. So find that perimeter and find the perimeter and make sure you
Kwenda kumbe ilikuwa mute.
Ilikuwa mute. So turudie. So we are going to find the width. We are going to find the width when the perimeter and the length is given. So our perimeter is 30, the length is 8, so we want to get the width. How do we get the width? So width, finding the width when the perimeter and the length is given. So we are going to find the width when the perimeter is there. Our perimeter here is 30. And by the way, the perimeter should always be written in that given shape that you're having. The length has been given here as 8, but the width is missing. So width is equals to perimeter minus bracket length that you're having plus length, close the bracket, everything divided by 2. So from what you're having, the width is equal to our perimeter here. Perimeter is 30, so it is 30 minus, put that in the bracket, our length is 8, so because it is 8 and there is 8, that's why we are summing it, 8 plus 8, right? So it is 8 meters plus 8 meters, everything divided by 2. We are dividing by 2 because we are having the 2 widths that are missing. So width is equal to 30 meters minus, finish up with that, so 8 plus 8, we are having 16, everything all over 2. So width is equal to 30 minus 16. 30 minus 16, we are going to have there to be 14 meters all over 2. So if I divide there, 2 goes there 1, 2 goes there 7. Then so width is equal to 7 meters. Width is equal to 7 meters. So from here we can now go and we can come up with an example whereby we find out the length. So let's say finding length when perimeter width is given. So for example, this is a rectangle that looks like that. B is equals to 30 centimeter. Width is equals to 7 centimeter. So we are finding that. So we can say length is equals to the same procedure, perimeter minus bracket width plus width, everything divided by 2, because the length, the missing length here are 2 of them that are missing. So we're going to say length is equals to, perimeter is 30, so it is 30 centimeter minus bracket width plus 2, so it is 7 centimeter plus 7 centimeter plus it, divide everything by 2, so length is equals to 30 centimeter minus, finish up with the brackets, so 7 plus 7 giving you 14 centimeter, everything all over 2, so length is equals to 30 minus 14, you're going to have 16 centimeter all over 2, so if I divide there, so length is equals to 2 goes here 1, 2 goes here 8, so you end up having 8 centimeter as the length. If you go through this given simple formula, then you find yourself just having easier time when you are working on this. So I'll give you an assignment so that you can go and try this. You can go and try this. You can go and try this. Find the missing letters. Find the missing letters. In the figure below. So let's say P is equals to 100 centimeter. Our length here, let's give it 40 centimeter. 40 centimeter. Number B P is equals to 60 centimeter. Then the width, let's give it 10 centimeter. 10 centimeter. So can try this one at your free time. After working it out, then so let's give it here W and L. So find the missing letters are W and L. So kindly work them out. Then you can just follow the formula that you have just given here from here, and also formula that you're writing here, so that you can have easier time. On a regular basis, automatically you are when to go on anything in relation to finding the perimeter. Thank you, and follow the page without forgetting to subscribe, to like, and also share with other people. Thank you. Be blessed. Sasa ni area kumaliza. At a few time, kindly try to work out this one. Find the missing letters in the figure below. So you're having a rectangle here with the length to be 40, but the width is the missing. So find that given width when the perimeter is given. To this one also, we are having the rectangle, we are missing the length, we are having the width, but now the perimeter is given. So find the length that is, we are having here. Using the formula that I've just showed here, kindly just follow each and every step, and you find yourself just getting the right thing. Don't fail to follow the instructions step by step kindly, and also go in step form, because each and every step has a mark. So like for instance, writing the formula, it is a mark, working 1 mark, answer 1 mark. So work on that. Also on this one, following here, you finding the width, perimeter, the formula has 1 mark, the working has 1 mark, then the answer has 1 mark. So you have to consider those given key things, so that when the paper is, or when the working is being marked, at least the person who is marking knows that you really know what you're doing. Thank you. Right, and also like it as a way of promoting our Universal Learning Center, so that it can grow and help not only you but also others. Be blessed, and may God bless you. Thank you.